Hey guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We're back here at KSP Central. And I want to show you something. I have done a little bit of editing of the old file. And I brought over all of our old friends from a past life. So you can see all the Panther rockets are here, all the Wildcat rockets, obviously, and even the Liger 1, the Little Cat 1 ships that I built a long time ago are all here in this single save file now. So we'll have to go ahead and probably change the names on some of these real quick just to make sure that they are kind of compliant with what we do. Obviously, the Liger 1 is a ship I built, I think, in creative mode. So it contains the invalid parts. I can't use it right now. It's got some of the parts I don't have unlocked. But we'll experiment with that in a little bit. So, in the meanwhile, let's click on our tracking station. Hold on one second. Well, excuse me there for a minute. I had to go take a quick break. I actually had a bag of popcorn before I started recording this. Unbuttered. Thank you very much. Actually, it wasn't even a bag. I popped it myself with my air popper. But the problem was that when I went ahead and did it, I ate the whole thing at once and I got a little bit of popcorn stuck in the back of my throat, and that was actually bugging me as I was trying to talk a little bit, so I had to go kind of get it out of my throat. Otherwise, I was like hacking up a lung trying to get it out. So you can see we have our two ships here that have been in orbit for multiple days. The one that's been out here longer is Jeremiah, so we're going to go to him first. Just to Jeremiah, I meant Jebediah. There we go. So there's Jebediah Kerman. Look at him out here. And hi, is that our other ship? I don't know what that is that we've targeted. Huh. Well, doesn't really matter. It must be the other ship in orbit. So as you can see, we're on the dark side of the moon of Minmus. Is it really a moon? Or is it a? It would be a moon, wouldn't it? So our mission today is we're going to try and land on the. Actually, let's go back to the Space Center real quick here, because I want to show off where we're trying to land. I want to make sure that we're also able to land there. So, you probably remember from our previous adventures that we landed here. This is the first landing spot. This is in the lesser flats. Now we're trying to land right here in these flats. And I want to try and do it in the sunlight, so I might wait a little bit and try and rotate it around, but the goal is we're going to try and land right here. So actually, can we do that? Can we get it so that we have to wait a little bit in orbit? So I'm going to go ahead and wait for the planet to line up a little bit better here, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're now kind of almost ready to do this, I think. A little bit close here. I'm going to draw this down to, I think, here. We'll go ahead and rotate our landing spot here a little better. Just want to make sure this is the right spot. Yeah, there is that. And that's the... So yeah, the greater flats are here. These are the great flats, and these are the lesser flats. So this is where we want to go. And if I can, I like to also additionally go ahead and move this here just a little bit. Oops, excuse me. I'll probably edit that out. So that's our destination. Actually, let's go ahead and extend it just a little bit more. There we go. So I'll quick save. And then we have our burn in about 9 minutes. So I'll go ahead, And get Jebediah all lined up for that. Not Jeremiah. Not Jeremiah. I'm thinking Jeremiah. I'm thinking something else. Not thinking Kerbal Space Program. That would be confusing, though, if there was a Jeremiah Kerman and a Jebediah Kerman. Would they be brothers? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So I'll be back in. Let's get this lined up, actually, and then we'll cut out to when we get a little closer to landing. And I'll probably cut down to just about when we've landed, because you guys have seen me do this before. It's really no different. There's just some orbital adjustments we need to make, and then we'll be on our way. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back, and we're kind of adjusting ourselves here, making our initial descent down to the Greater Flats, or the Great Flats. The Greater Flats we've already visited. There goes our last stage. So we do want to slow ourselves down a little bit. Do I see a shadow anywhere? No, there it is, right there. Okay. So we're getting closer. Getting closer. We aren't quite perfectly up and down yet, but we're working on it. Getting a little closer. Okay, that's good, that's good. Now we can kind of adjust ourselves, be straight up and down, right on the dot. There's our shadow. Got plenty of liquid fuel. This was a very good choice for a lander. Now I want to kind of throttle down just a little bit. Not too much. Just want to slowly decelerate here. Getting a little closer, getting a little closer. Now I might want to kick it up a little bit here. Slow down under 10. Just a tiny little bit of drift. Get that speed. As far down as I can get it to go. Here we go. Get a little bit of drift to the left, but that's fine. I think we can deal with that. And keep that deceleration going. Now we can cut the engines. And hopefully, boop, and a tiny bounce. But we're alright. So, we've made it. Congratulations, Jebediah. You have landed in the Great Flats of Minmus. Excellent work. So, let us go about doing all the science we need to do. So, we'll log the seismic data from here. We'll keep that, obviously. There's our ladder. It's on the other side, isn't it? Where's our ladder? There's our ladder. Extend the ladder. Observe the mystery goo. Observe the goo, yes. Let's keep the data on that. Observe the materials bay, obviously. Minmus looks like a mint dessert, and you have discovered that you are hungry. Yes. So there's pressure. We can't read pressure. So keep the data on that. We'll do a crew report from up here. Keep the data. EVA report, keep the data, board, so it'll store that, and then we'll EVA a second time. We'll collect the data out of here, collect the data out of here, come back up, take the data out of the thermometer, store it on board. Just for safety's sake. Can never be too safe with these things. We'll go ahead and observe the second mystery goo as well. I don't think with this lander we're going to be able to go ahead and... Oh! Grab. I don't think we're going to be able to go ahead and make a... Take the data out of the accelerometer. F5 the crap out of... Oh, can't save while on ladder. Down we go. Gemini, no! Boop. Okay, we made it. Oh, now he's moonwalking backwards. There we go. Hey, you made it, buddy. Excellent work. Good job, Jeb and Kerman. You are a hero to us all. Alright, so... I'll plant a flag, as is customary to do when you land on a body. Celestial body. Save this as... Jeb's landing spot. Come on in for $4.99 buffalo wings on Thursdays. Haha, that's funny. I made it sound like it was a restaurant name. So, EVA report, keep the data, take our surface sample, keep the data, and let us take all of this back to our ship, just for safety's sake. So, here's our ladder. Up. Grab. Oh. So now we'll go ahead and click off that. Oh. Careful. Grab on. Careful. Oh. There we go. Let's get you out of the way. So let's try it again. Come on. Grab on. Yep, he's on. Excellent. And we'll just store in here. And there we go. Now I'm curious how far away this is. This seems like it could be quite a bit away, especially compared to some of the other ones that we visited in the past. So I might just want to do an investigative exploration kind of out here just to see how far away this is. So we're already about 200 meters away. We're not getting any closer. Because I'm wondering if we can possibly steal a sample from here. Oh, yeah, maybe we can. Slow down. Oh. He doesn't know how to slow down. And he's gonna face slide for a while here. Until he can get his feet out from under him. There we go. So we're about a kilometer away. So not terrible. Oh, careful. Not too much forward speed. Tiny taps is all we need. And hooray! Effortless landing. So EVA report from here. Still on the Great Flats. Here? Nope. We must have to go higher up onto the mountain. I don't want to abort this. No. We must have to go kind of up further here. So I'm going to see if I can. And I'll be right back because I don't want to waste your time. Aha! Look at this. We've got another EVA report here. This is the slopes. Excellent. So we'll take a surface sample from the slopes as well. So it turns out we can, in fact, do a little bit of trickery. And we're not even that far away. We're less than a kilometer from the ship. So we're going to head back now and drop this off. And I think we're done with Jebediah. That was nice. That was a nice, fortunate landing spot there. That we were able to land close enough to get the slope sample as well. Now, we're not going to be able to actually get our ship landed on here. We probably would need a rover in order to get up here and do all of the other science that would be necessary. Rover or some kind of something that could handle the slope. Our ship's not going to be able to do it, and most landers, I don't think, would be able to balance on a slope like that. So, it's all good though. We've got our sample and our EVA report from the slope. It's quite excellent. Get at least 2 for the price of 1 here. Get some extra science out of the deal. And now we're going to go ahead and get Jebediah back to his ship. Get him back to Kerman, much in the same way that we got our old buddy Will, the Fresh Prince of Minmus Kerman, back to back home. So we're going to do that. I'm going to get him back to his ship here. As soon as we get off the slope here, I just want to make sure that we don't accidentally launch him into space when we take off. So, yep, I think we're good now. So I'm going to go ahead and get him back in his ship. Whee! Nice and slow, but we'll be right back. Alright, so we're approaching the part where we do the landing, and we're actually landing in the dark. So I totally don't have any idea how fast we're going, or where we're even coming down at. But it is over land this time. That is a huge bonus. We have... Is this a desert? Are we coming down to the desert? We're actually coming down to the desert for once. Interesting, I think. So... I'm gonna watch my altitude here, just to make sure. And there goes the rocket portion of our lander. We're now just on manual power. Goodbye. Rockets. Hit the chutes too. And there goes the rocket. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, that was great. And it just exploded into 1,000,000 parts. Skaboosh. So there's some additional debris. Fun. But, oh, this is the grasslands, I think. Instead of the desert. Desert's right over here. This must be right in the edge. But we're coming down with everything intact. So we'll be able to grab our science out of here without problem, and then we'll go out get our friend Rosy Kerman, and we'll be all set. So let's just hope we land in one piece. We still are going a little fast. Oh, there we go. Excellent. So let us recover our vessel and see how much science we've got now. Wow, that's a lot. 857. Ooh. Not bad. So I have unlocked a whole bunch of things. Obviously, this is one of the things I want to go after right now is the advanced science tech. I would also like to get the meta materials, the advanced metalworks is something I've been looking at. Large electrics. So, lots of things to take a look at. Maybe even the advanced landing gear. So we would need, let's see, 500, 550, 300, 8. So that's 460 plus 550 is over 1,000. We need like 1,300, like 1,800. So we're not going to have enough to do all this at once. This is all just a bunch of adapters and clapatrons. But let's go ahead and go get Rosy, and we'll hopefully try to have another good science adventure here. So I'll be right back. Hello, Rosy Kerman. You are freaking out quite a bit. So, your goal, which whether or not you choose to accept it, you are doing anyways, is we're gonna land you, hopefully, up here on one of these planes. So I want to bring this in, change our inclination a little bit here. Can I can't do that, can I? Huh. Well, let's try getting a maneuver here. Well, something like that should work, I think. So I'm going to give this a shot. And a quick save now in case I can't do it. And I'll just have to do an audible and land somewhere else if this just doesn't work. So be right back. Wish me luck. And hopefully we'll be bringing down Rosy Kerman on a Minmus polar ice cap. That's what we hope. Okay, so we are giving this a shot a little bit here. So check that. We don't need that anymore. Crew report, am I in use? Nope. So let's line ourselves up here, and you can see we are kind of coming down a little bit of an angle. I'm a little worried that the slope on this might be more than I can handle with this ship. I do want to fast forward just a little bit because we are quite high in the sky still. Okay, now we've got some additional speed that we've picked up on our way down. Does look like it's not too awful here. The speed down a little bit. Make sure we're not moving too much. This actually looks relatively flat. Oh my goodness, we're pretty close. Yeah, we're about 1,000 meters away. I just saw the... Not only did I see that explosion, I just saw the shadow from that stage appear on the ground. So we want to get our speed down just enough so we're not drifting too much. There's our shadow. Kind of keep this going a little bit. I'm going to be coming down on a hillside. Oh, I'm so scared right now. You can't tell my voice, but I am petrified that it's going to be screwed up somehow. Oh goodness, we really slowed down there. We almost, in fact, throttled back up. So let's keep it going. Baby, 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 throttle down. Baby, throttle down. Baby, throttle down. And we can cut the throttle now. Adjustment, last second adjustment. Whew! Oh my goodness. Oh, 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 oh. You know what? I think I can do a tiny bit better. So we'll just kind of put a little more lateral movement on this real quick. Oh, oh, careful, careful. Oh, I had that perfect, I think. So yeah, I actually would like to land a little bit further down if I can here. Go quickly. Can make a very small adjustment to get our speed down a little bit, lateral speed. Slow that down a tiny bit. There we go. It's a little better, I think. I hope. And alright, we might need to jump this one more time. Just a little tiny boost. So the reason we're doing this is because we're still kind of leaning a little bit because we're on a slope. And I'd like to, if I can do it, I would like to get a little further down the slope where it evens out a little bit here. I mean, we have to kill off some speed here in a second. Lateral speed. Careful, careful, careful. Not that much, not that much. So height is okay. Height is okay. I can obviously adjust. Let me get a little further down. Not too worried about. I'm more worried about my lateral speed. Okay, careful, careful. Okay, so that's kind of up and down right now. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, attempt number 3. We'll see how we do here. Get that speed down. And boop. Oh, no, we're tipping, okay. Get a little height up, a little more height. Okay, attempt number 4 for Rosy Kerman. Good thing we have a lot of fuel. There is kind of a valley down there. It would be really good to land in if I could. Please land properly, please. Oh, nope. It's bouncing. I'm just going to land in that valley. You can kind of see that valley right there that I'm looking at. Right down here. Looks a little flatter. So I'm going to see if I can maneuver my way over here. Hopefully, we'll be able to get our ship kind of just down this valley real quick. Where the slope kind of looks like it evens out a little bit better. And again, up and down velocity doesn't matter too much. We are hoping to not have it be too bad, but we are hoping that we can just kind of get this whole thing to land a little better. not be in such a dangerous place. So I can still see my shadow. Well, I think I know what I'm going to call this episode. Welcome to episode 26, called Touch and Go. So yeah, the lateral movement's going to be our friend in this case. It's going to get us into this spot. We can possibly make a slightly better landing. Now, if I had RCS on this, I'd be a lot better off, but alas I don't, because I'm an idiot. And choose not to put it on my ship. Having never seen this part of Minmus before, I had no idea where the flat spots were. Obviously, the better flat spot we can find, the better off we are trying to land this thing. So, let's hope this is flat enough. It looks like it is. Looks like the slope isn't as terrible here. Boop. Nope, it caught. Alright, so maybe we can just do a really quick burn here. Kill the lateral movement. Oh. There we go. Hopefully. We may have to move it just a little bit over if we can. This isn't gonna work. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Please just work. Just land already. And oh, dang it, we just gotta go a little bit over this way. I think we just gotta go a tiny bit over. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Perfect landing. It only took us 7 attempts. Alright, so extend the ladder. Observe the materials bay. I believe we're in the polar region. Lowlands. I'll take it. Observe the mystery goo, of course. Always observe the mystery goo. All hail the mystery goo. Keep the data. Temperature, log a temp. And we'll log temp on this one as well. We don't need to recover these. These are attached to the pod. So that's already full. Okay. So do a crew report from the lowlands. Keep that data. EVA. Grab on. CVA Rosy Kerman. Keep the data. Board. Yeah, he's happy. Look at that. He's a happy Kerman. Let's take the data out of here, collect the data out of this canister, board with those, go ahead, EVA again. So let's board because we have to log the seismic data from here. Keep the data on that. And now we can EVA. Yes. So let us take the data out of here, jump down, and boop. How you doing, Rosy Kerman? EVA reports. You feel like a superhero when you jump into low gravity. Can I do a surface sample? Yes, take the surface sample. Nope, it is not made of delicious dessert products. And let's plant our flag as well. Look at that flag. That's so pretty. Kerman landed here. Only took him 7 attempts. Excellent. So, here you go with our little flag. Rosy Kerman. Let's get you a lovely shot on the wonderful Minmus lowlands. And boop. Oh. Ah, flight results. Okay, that's how you do that. So, Rosy, I think we're all set for you, buddy. I don't see any other biomes around here. Hate to cut your trip short, but we gotta get going. We gotta get back to Kerbin. We got science to do, science to collect. And my buddy, let's go, because we got stuff we gotta figure out what we want to get. So we gotta figure out what we want to unlock from our new science. Oh, you can lock the suspension. Okay. That may prove to be useful at some point in the future. So this is kind of our orbit. We can kind of push it a little further out. I think once we get to about 210 is when we can get into Kerbal Escape. Might require a little bit more lateral movement though. So we should be going fast enough. There we go. There we go. It's Kerbal Escape. Yes. Alright, so through the magic of time, I can fast forward on my way. And boop. Okay, cool. So now we're free from Minmus. And I will quick save as always. And now, for those of you wondering how we get home, all we have to do is just add a retrograde burn. Like so. And that will do it. Periups will be low enough, they'll be dragging our butt through the... Actually, we don't even need to do that. We can just burn retrograde from the orbit screen like so. You can see our periapsis is shrinking. And basically we're just pulling into a very tight loop to get us back into a... There's a moon encounter. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So, this will normally take a couple days to get back home. So, after a quick save through this power of warp technology, go ahead and very carefully get ourselves back within range. And again, looks like we're going to be on the dark side of Kerbin. So 200,000 out. Now we're back within the atmosphere. In case you're ever wondering how I get back so quickly, this is kind of it. And we're traveling very fast, traveling at a couple Mach here. Now we're doing our re-entry burn. Look at all that heat coming off the ship. Wow, we are glowing. What side of the planet are we even coming back in on? Okay, almost back where buddy Jeb Kerman kind of came back in. He kind of came back in on the side too. I think we're going to not be so lucky and not land on land like he did. I think we're going to get the ocean. So let's just go ahead, obviously. Wow, these legs are really structurally sound. They're resisting heat up to quite a high degree. Yeah, we're about 15,000 feet. Slowing down on the temperature. So I'll go ahead and burn off most of this fuel. Because we're just going to get an ocean landing anyways, so... There we go, we'll detach to that. So say goodbye, lander. Goodbye, lander. Our legs down and out. Straight up and down. Coming into the ocean. Deploy the drag chute. I almost said the Greg chute. Who is Greg? What is he doing? But, yeah, I think we can consider our... Get to watch it go kersploosh. And... splash. So, we have successfully made it back. Let's go ahead and check on our science once Rosy lands, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I have another 562 science. We've got 1,419. I might be able to pick up a little bit more from the garbage that we've got left behind. So where is the debris? Thank you. Let's recover. One of these will have the remaining science in here. And I had, I think, this was attached to the... Yeah, there it is. An additional 11.5. Oh man, it was so worth it, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. So we have enough now to go ahead and grab the advanced science tech, which we would like. So now we have all the science. This is the computing nose cone and the gravioli detector. So we've got that all built out. The lander legs, I think I want those because I think I'm going to be building a better lander in the future. And I'll get us as well field science, which really is just a way for us to build a nice lander. So I have a choice between metamaterials, precision engineering, large electronics. I think I can hold off on the metamaterials for a little bit longer. So I'm going to go with the Advanced Metalworks, which gets us composites. So it gets us some additional struts and whatnot. And I'm going to go with, this has the gigantic solar array. So I'm going to go with this, which will unlock large probes, the remote guidance unit, and specialized electronics, the rechargeable battery bank, and the thermoelectric generator. And we're starting to really get toward a lot of the, I guess you call it the end game stuff. So seems like we're getting close to being done with science, and we've just barely cracked the scientific shell. I mean, we probably need an Earth 320 science, and then we can basically be done with this entire this entire line. Then we have a couple more to get to 300, and then we just have to start throwing everything here into the heavy-duty science stuff. These are all 550 each, and these are all kind of the end game stuff. But we have our mainsail rockets, we have our nuclear propulsion, we have large electrics, we have electronics, advanced science tech, advanced metalworks now. So we've got better stack separators and different decouplers, clampetron juniors, modular girder segments, all kinds of good stuff. So we might play around with some of this next time. I know we're definitely going to play around with the mainsails. I've wanted to play around with that for a little bit. Might also test out the atomic rocket motor just to see what that's up to, and get started at some point soon here on working on our new Science Explorer ship, which will have the computing nose cone and a graviolo detector on board, as well as all the other science. And I'll also go around to the Kerbal biomes and try my best to pick up as much info as I can out of all the new stuff we have, because we also haven't done seismic stuff in a lot of those places. So that is all for today. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time here on Kerbal Space Program. And wow, we have 201 science reports. We are doing good. And we haven't even been to Moho or Eve or Duna or Dress or Jewel or Lath or Fall or Tylo.